Absolutely horrible. Can't even make it through 4 exercises, 2 sets of 12, on everything. Couldn't even make it through 4. So that played into the next workout. I kept it the exact same. I'm like, hey, we got to make it through this 4, we need to move on. Anyway, long story short, he ended up getting a lot better. It only took him about 2 weeks. All of a sudden, he's rocking through, 12 exercises, 15 reps, having no issues, no problem whatsoever. It only took him a couple weeks to get it done. All right, we just need to raise that fitness level before we move on to the next training phase. Okay, I gave an example of it. Kind of just example program. Simple as this: box jumps, kettlebell squat, doing a blast rep push-up, front row, chest over row, reverse lunge. I know you guys can read, so I'm not going to read them all out loud. 3 rotations, 12 repetitions each. Taking about 2 to 3 minutes of rest in between each repetition. Okay? If your heart rate is low enough, you get through that first set, your heart rate's low enough, you can go ahead and continue on. Alright? But your heart rate, you always want to bring it back down. I mean, if your heart rate's up around 175, 180, after you get through that first set, take a little bit of time to lower back down to about 160, 155 beats per minute. Why? You want to be able to get through the next one. Okay? That's your brain. It's just, going through the training protocol of what we need to do. So always take about 2 to 3 minutes of rest in between each rotation. Again, that's kind of a general setup for a general GPP phase or GPP exercise, okay, or circuit that day. All right. Again, multiple ways to go about it, multiple ways to do things. I just want to give you guys an example. I can already tell I'm being fucking dry. I apologize. I got to keep moving on. Next, you can't even see it. Guys, the next one is the accumulation block. General purpose of this is going to be mostly hypertrophy, and you're going to basically be able to continue building your work capacity. All the accumulation phases, guys, very general work is going to be done. You're going to introduce your strength movements back into the program. Okay, so we're talking about the bench, squat, and deadlift. For me, I've read different articles, I've read a lot of things. For me, what I do, what I teach, and what I coach, you're always going to bring that competition movement into the program and keep it in early. So that's going to be during accumulation phase. Again, other individuals might say that now we keep them out, we just want to keep it very general, it doesn't matter what you do, they need to be in there. Now, there can be variations of it, but at the end of the day, you still need to be competition squat, competition bench, competition deadlift. We're talking about for powerlifters. All right? But you're still going to maintain a wide variety of general work through this time. You're still working on building your work capacity, but now you're going to be working more concentrated than you were before within the GPP. Fitness is still going to be high, but overall work capacity is to continue to go up. All right. For the most part, intensity is going to be relatively low. The volume is going to be relatively moderate to high. Okay. So again, different individuals put that intensity in different places, but overall for me, it's going to be anywhere between 60 to 80%. 60 to 80%. All right. That's where you're going to work with it. Okay? Those are your guidelines for basically through an accumulation phase. That can last anywhere from 4 to 6 weeks. 4 to 6 weeks on that. All right. All it really depends upon what you need, how much time frame, what's the time frame that you have. When you start setting up how many weeks out from a competition you are, how many weeks it took you to go through GPP, what do you have in front of you. And you always work from week 1, which is competition week, and back. And writing all that kind of stuff down. Again, something I'll go over when a little bit here shortly. But overall, you want to stay within that range. Volume-wise, easiest thing to use is Powerlifting chart. Does everybody know what Powerlifting chart is for the most part? If you don't, just go online, type it on Google, you'll have 8 million links pop up. Okay?
How do you spell it?
Powerlifting. P-R-I, actually I'll tell you out. P-R-I-L-I-P-R-I-N. Does that sound right? Maybe there's an E somewhere. It'll correct it on there for you if I didn't spell that right. But overall, go on there, so you give you very much, like I said, a guideline of you'll have optimal repetitions, you'll have your max and minimum repetitions, you're going to have percentage. Okay? But overall, that's going to be between 18 and 30 total volume on your movements. Which when we talk about movements, we're talking about that bench and squat and that deadlift or a variation of each one. Okay? That's what you need. So your main movement, we're talking about that 68%. These are all the main movements. Anywhere from the 3 to 5 rep range. Obviously, if you're down the 60 percentile range, somewhere in there, you're looking at that 5 to 6 rep range. Okay, I didn't put 6 up there because typically there's not a lot of people that like to go over 5 to 6, especially guys that are just introduced into the program that have been used to doing singles and doubles because all they've done is max up for work before this. All right. So anywhere from 3 to 5 rep range. After that, you're still going to keep a lot of general accessory in. It's going to be very important this time. You still keep all the general work in. Accessory is extremely important at this point in time. Bring up all your weak points, all the small things that you are possibly missing. Now that might be, again, a ton of core work, right? You know, knee joint stability, hamstring strength. Smaller size, I mean, you're just doing hamstring stability ball leg curls, last strap push-ups, simple, small stuff like that, but also going up to dumbbell work, more resistive work. Okay? All those exercises, again, mostly want to keep very much multi-joint in nature. For the accessory volume, anywhere from 40 to 60 total repetitions during that time. 40 to 60 total repetitions. All right? High, it's going to be high. Rep range is going to be around 10 to 15, 12 to 15. That's where you should be at. Now, when you obviously get a little bit, you know, this is over 4 to 6 week time, and if you're getting towards that 5th or 6th week, you've been through accumulation, decided you're up in that 78% range, obviously that volume is going to be lower. So when you're at the lower percent range, your volume is higher. The higher percent range, your volume is lower. I mean, again, it's a simple equation. But you got to make sure you know how to manipulate it and how to do that inside of that. How do you know that? You do it. I know that's something Vinny did talk about. It's the easiest way to learn something, you need to do it. That's why I'm up here for the most part talking about a lot of things and laying this out, is so that you can at least have a general guideline. If you really want to know block, write yourself a program based off these guidelines and go do it. You can't learn if you don't do it. All right, you can read as many books as you can. Like I said, that's why I'll go back to people saying, writing questions. I've read this, I've read this, I've read this. You know, well, I read a shit ton of textbooks before I became a strength coach. I didn't know how to become a strength coach until I actually started doing it. Plain and simple. And I'm still learning. Still learning. Hell, I'm still learning block. Still learning how to change it, to advance it for even more advanced athletes. I mean, you can make this thing extremely simplistic, but it can be extremely, extremely complicated. And people know that if they read my log, a lot of times they're like, I have no idea what the hell you're doing. Well, it's because, again, the more advanced you are as a strength athlete, the more advanced that program has to be, the more complicated things get. This is very simple. Very simple. So if you've never done it before, easy way to start. All right? But anyway, again, 10 to 15 rep range, and then duration, again, you're anywhere from 3 to 6 weeks. If you're starting off, you need to be at least 4 to 6. At least 4 to 6. No, but you can always come back. That's where I get ahead of myself. I'll get there eventually. All right? Any questions on accumulation while we're going to keep going on with it? Pretty much layout. Question? Yeah, go ahead.
On GPP, you said, was it 2 to 5 sets, basically super sets?
Say it again.
On GPP,
yeah.
the total number of sets you go through, 2 to 15?
Yeah, anywhere 2 to 5.
Accumulation, what is there?
Now, accumulation. Back up. So accumulation, I didn't actually say any kind of sets and reps. So basically, if you're going to be within this volume, I always like to give total volume. It always depends upon the individual. So if you're going to be anywhere from 40 to 60 repetitions, and this is your repetition range to be within, so you can pick as many sets or reps as you want. That's really kind of dependent upon the person. Again, what is your goal during that time? I'll tell you what, quite frankly, quite honestly, I never hung out in 15 rep range. Never did. Why? I hated it. Absolutely hated it. I'll be honest about it. You know, I don't like doing my repetition shit. That's not me. Okay? But for the most part, I understood, the more that I could understand like the benefit from doing that, then I started to decide like, you know, there's certain movements where I grab 15, there's other certain movements I'm like, I ain't gonna pass 8. That shit did. Okay? Dumbbell rows being one. You know, Matt's here, croc rows, whatever. I don't give a shit about your croc rows. But I'm not gonna, you know, 25 reps ain't gonna happen. All right? But whatever, again, that's the fluidity of this program is you can choose. You know, this is just an outline of the guideline. That's the great thing about it. Once you know the outline of it, you write it. Okay? Then you go back and evaluate, did this work or did it not work? Okay? But this is an example of all that you all see up here. And like I said, if anybody wants a printout of this, I can email it to Dave or get all your guys' emails.
Actually, we were just talking about that.
Yeah.
We send you guys a survey that you'll get sometime next week, and the survey will attach whoever's PDF file, so you'll have that. So you're all cool. Yeah, you're all good. We'll get this to you.
But I want to make sure you guys get it, you know, just see a very general layout. Now it looks all crammed in here, but I'll go over it, you know, somewhat. It's very real easy in nature, like day one. Now it doesn't matter what day one is. Day one's whatever works out for your schedule. My day one, technically, if I'm going out of competition, squat Saturday. But technically, Saturday, I don't start day one. Saturday is the end of my week, Sunday is the beginning of it. Okay? So whatever your day one has to be, again, this is just a general template, something to look at as an example. Alright? But day one, competition squat. You know, again, lay out 20 to 30 total reps. That's what you have to get within that squat. Alright? How many reps it takes you is all dependent upon the rep range. Right now, the rep range is anywhere between 4 to 5 repetitions. So what does that mean? I can do 5 to 5. Do 25 reps. I do between 24 to 30. Do 25 reps. That's all I feel like doing for the day. So my body can handle. You stop. You're good. Okay? Now you know, hey, maybe I can push past that. Well, great. Well, then do 6 sets of 5. You know, you can throw 6s in there. I keep the repetitions a little bit more, I wouldn't say manageable, but it's going to be manageable for individuals that have never done anything high rep. Okay? Or anything with a ton of volume. Alright? So, 24 to 30 reps at 60 to 65%, anywhere within that range. Now, you might do your first set right at 60. You're like, guys, no problem. 5 reps easy. Okay? Keep the rest time down. Now, you're going to move the weight up. Anywhere between there. Maybe you're at 63% for the next set. You do 5 again. No problem. I'll go ahead and just stay with 65% the rest of the time. So, then your last 3 sets, you're at 65%, you know, 3 more sets of 5, and you're done with your movement. Main movement's over. Okay? One thing I didn't write in here that you need to know is that when you are at lower intensities, you need to keep that tempo up. Alright? This workout, and I think I talked about it on the next one, this workout is not supposed to take you, sorry, training session. Man, you didn't remind me of it. You just came right in, training session. Your training session is not meant to take you here any longer warm up to finish than like an hour. 90 minutes at most, warm up to finish. And I might be doing 20 minutes of cardio, 10 minutes of warm up, you know, getting your workout done and getting out of there. This should not take you 2 hours. If it takes 2 hours, you're moving way too slow. And maybe you're not fit enough to get through it. Okay? You just got to, again, evaluate what's going on. I'll talk about that